It's the city of rock and roll, and this place sure is rocking as they await the start of this one. We're here at Huntington Bank Field in Cleveland, Ohio. Up next, it's our main event between the Houston Texans and the Cleveland Browns. Kaimi Fairbairn ready to get this one going. And here we go at Huntington Bank Field. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Quinshon Judkins. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. That's Sheldon Rankins in on the stop.
2 yards on the pickup.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. They go play action for Sanders. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. David Njoku, the guy he was looking for. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and a better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
Come on.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up. So an 0-2 start to the game for him, Brock, and not surprisingly, his team headed to the sideline after a 3-and-out.
I think it's going to take a few more incompletions before they start to panic, but that's far from the type of start they had planned for in this one.
Let's go now.
They'll go. It's Sanders. And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on 4th, and it's going to go over on downs.
Kate, I don't know what the punter did to hurt people's feelings because I think the reasoning was pretty clear. They were going to go for it. There was not going to be a punter that touched the field. Not an advisable mindset now as they turn it over in their end of the field.
Here we go. 12, 18. Outside. Look hot.
First play, Stroud's going to pass. Taking a chance to the end zone. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. That's going to be something to watch as this game goes on, Brock. We know they like to take their shots throughout.
Yeah, and we know this league today, Kate, loves to play that umbrella coverage, right? Try to keep everything in front of them.
Yeah.
The only way you're going to get behind them is to take shots like that one.
Look hot.
Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. This drive forward halted after a couple of yards. Myles Garrett coming in for the stop.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
On the quick, right? 118. What's that? Why Tony? Buggy.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. All right, partner testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. All right, so they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive.
18. What's that? 11. Hey, uno more.
Stroud now on 4th down. Into heavy coverage, and that's intercepted. And the Browns get the football on the first turnover of the contest.
Turnover on downs.
First and 10 from the 32.
Ready.
Here's Judkins to begin the drive. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Here's Judkins on second down. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Will Anderson Jr. in on the stop.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Texans bring out an extra DB on this third down.
Come on.
Throw here, third down. And this one does not go far.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much at training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
19 Texas. Ready? Look the hot.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. First time this game they've looked to him. And things look tougher now with third and long. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Christian Kirk, the intended receiver. And now they're staring at fourth and long.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
And he gets down to the 24 before he stops.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Texans, first down.
That big fourth down call is how we close out our first quarter. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. Welcome back. We'll begin the second quarter with the Texans in possession. They've got a first to begin the frame. Off the play action, here's Stroud. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he makes the play at full extension. That's a touchdown. The Texans get the game's first points here in the second. It's a Christian Kirk touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Point after up and good by Fairbairn. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out first and 10.
Ready. Cougar 19. Ready.
Play action, Sanders. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So second down now after the incompletion.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
On target here to Njoku. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. A big completion for the rookie out of Colorado. It gets his guys a first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
First down from the 42.
Get up. Get up.
Throwing off the play fake. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Throwing again here, Sanders. And getting a screen pass for Judkins. Along the sideline inside the 25. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. There were 25 on that play. And that's a Browns first down.
Good for a Browns first down. First and 10 at the
From the red zone now. Caught by his running back, Judkins. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Offense up to the line fast.
Brought down back at the 14-yard line.
Sanders now on third down. He finds Njoku, complete. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a first and goal. And we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. Hang with us. More football in Huntington Bank on its way.
Ready.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal.
Let's go. Ready.
Out of the gun, here's Sanders. And he will have them a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns earn the chance to tie it before halftime.
That's exactly what this offense was dreaming of when they brought him in as a rookie quarterback, showing off that ability to run. That's exactly what these defensive coordinators are hoping to not see. Yet another dynamic rookie quarterback who can score with his legs.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's Traymon Smith with the return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Back to throws, Stroud. Catch made by Woody Marks. Gets up the edge to the 35. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. They strike for 23 yards. And it will be a first down, Texans. And what a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. First down throw by Stroud. Throw secured by Jaden Higgins. And they make the tackle at the 38. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it'll be first down, Houston.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
Here we go. 18. What's up?
First and 10, around to Mixon. And his drive up the middle gets him about 3. From the secondary, Grant Delpit on the tackle.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. and you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
18, outside.
Stroud off the play fake. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Denzel Ward makes the play. And the Browns see their return stop just a little bit short of their own 30.
Intercepted. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Ready.
Finds a seam down the middle. And what a big play that was on 1st down, but we also have a flag. This might be coming back. Working out of the gun, Sanders. Tillman down the field, and he's got it. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Browns 1st down.
On 1st down, here's Sanders. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. Well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
On the jump.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun, here's Sanders. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down after a short gain. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. They'll throw 3rd and long. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. And really one of the areas, when you watch college game to the NFL game, that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
Now the punt return nearly didn't. The offense getting a chance to find the end zone here themselves. It's 1st and goal. To throw now is Sanders. Catch is made in close. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns take the lead just before halftime. And this is Schmidt for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Browns break that tie and now lead by 7. So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends on half or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback. This is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
All right.
They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. And here is Schmidt to send this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive with Marks. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Moving quickly, trying to get set. Now it's Stroud. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
On the quick, right?
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
1st down, Stroud. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Jaden Higgins, the intended receiver that time. And now they face 2nd down.
Here we go. 18.
Here's Stroud again. On the move, headed right. That throw behind his intended target.
I'm not going to be surprised at all, Kate, if we see more of this. Just trying to find some answer, extend plays, be creative, try different things, because nothing really consistently has gone well for him today.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. To the air yet again. It's Stroud. He's got it. Complete to Collins. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. He was trying to find Christian Kirk there. And now it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Look the high, look. Oh, ready. Stop. Buggy.
Throwing again. It's Stroud. Has a man, Dalton Schultz. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans cut into the lead coming out of halftime. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Fairbairn now for the PAT.
For the extra point.
Right down the middle. It's good. And the Texans tie things up at 14. We've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Judkins running between the tackles. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
And this one won't be caught, but we got a flag here. Looked like there may have been some early contact before that throw arrived. First and 10 from the 32.
Ready.
They'll run here following the penalty. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and that's going to be good for a Cleveland 1st down.
That's another Browns 1st down.
Another game to Judkins. Quick adjustment defensively to stop him this time, so no gain on 1st down.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate, training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Ready, go.
This time it's a passing play. Jerry Jeudy with the grab. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. They've got 1st down here from the 36.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Judkins up the middle. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
so close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got the tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
36-yard line.
Let's go. Bronco 80.
We're still tied through 3 here. Neither defense has given an inch in this one. It's still a tie ball game, 14 points apiece as we get ready for the 4th.
Hold the ready.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Got it. 70 Timberwolf.
Another one for Junkins. And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's 3rd down.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
He's back to throw. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Kamari Lassiter with the pick. And the Texans see their return stop just a little bit short of their own 30.
Just how many times do these games at this level, Kate, come down to plays like this? In the end, you don't want to be the team making the mistakes. You want to be the one capitalizing on them. Now this offense has got a chance to do so.
Texans to the line. 1st and 10.
Here we go. 118.
Looking to throw. Stroud. Trying to set up the screen for Mixon. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Christian Kirk, the intended receiver. So they're left facing 3rd and long. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark, really, from the first snap through this second half. There have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered, and that's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
18.
Looking to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
You know, I don't mind the scheme. In fact, I like the call. Just not on that 3rd down in particular. Need to get it closer to the sticks to have a chance to move those chains.
Tie game, and they want to be the ones to put this away. They're going for it. He'll throw it. This connects with Schultz. And he will get the first as they touch him down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
At the 41-yard line.
So 1st down from the 41.
2 All right. 18.
From the gun, Marks gets it. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Christian Kirk, the intended receiver. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
On the quick.
Throwing now. Buys time, rolling right. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Well, tie game, and they want to be the ones that put this away. They're going for it.
Here we go. 18. What's up? Like Tony. Nike Texas.
Now to throw. This is reeled in downfield by Schultz. And they are all the way into that red zone.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that can stretch the middle of the field. Man, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes. And what a difference it can make for an offense.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone.
18. What's that? Whoa.
Ooh, play clock running out. D'Amico Ryans calls for a timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. 2 timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10. Again to Mixon up the middle. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Alert the hot.
Here he is to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock. But down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
This connects with Higgins. And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on 3rd down. And they've got themselves a 1st and goal.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
They're all set up for the game winner. Let's see how they approach it, starting with this 1st and goal. Sign quarterback run here. Not able to make a push for that goal line. He's hit for a loss back at the 3. So they're going to go ahead and call a timeout here. Only 3 seconds left in the game.
2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
So now it's all up to Kaimi Fairbairn. Only a 20-yarder here. That one is good. And barring the unexpected, that's going to be your game winner.
That field goal gives them the lead for the moment, Kate, but you don't feel comfortable when you look up at that scoreboard. This one isn't over, and that lead certainly isn't safe.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. So no return this time. This is going to go for a touchback, Brock. Let's see what they do with this final snap.
At their own 35-yard line.
Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10.
Here we go.
One final shot here. Getting out to his left. Trying to push deep downfield. Caught just shy of the goal line. And what a play. He scores. They get to the end zone on the final snap, and a huge moment wins them the game. For students of this incredible game, Brock, they'll know just how incredible a finish we all just witnessed. Very rarely does a game end on a walk-off touchdown, and even rarer does it happen on that type of home run play.
Yeah, these fans, they came here hoping for a good game, and they got a great one. They were all just treated to what you and I were treated to, one of the most memorable finishes we've ever